All right, so the first thing I'm concerned with, just like we did with the biceps, the first thing I'm concerned with is creating tension when the muscle is most lengthened. So in the triceps, that's here, okay? So now my triceps are long. When my elbow is in peak flexion, my triceps are lengthened. I'm gonna create tension at the top, and from here, all I'm gonna focus on is triceps shortening until I reach full shortening like so. I'm gonna fix my elbows in position like so my elbows do not move. All I get is extension and flexion. Now, people are all very good at creating tension in the muscle when it's shortened, but I want you to become an expert in creating tension here. Watch my triceps, okay? So this is loose. This is where most people will start, traditionally, I should say. And now I want you to do this, okay? Watch. Tension on the triceps. Now drag through and fully extend and shorten the triceps, okay? So we create tension when it's long, tension on here, and then we drag through and we squeeze hard voluntarily. We never let go of tension on the metabolic component of the plan. We keep it on, and as I said before, with this move, it is all about, and all the metabolic moves, it's about accumulating metabolites in the form of inorganic phosphate and lactic acid, which induces huge amounts of pain, and it's your job to stay in that pain zone, okay? Stay in the pain zone for as long as humanly possible in the target muscle. In this case, the triceps. Okay, so those are the main cues there for the triceps extension. A couple other things to consider on this. Keep your wrist angle fixed, okay? And keep the shoulder fixed. This, again, is a recurring theme across all isolation movements. We need to be considerate of what the adjacent joints to a working joint are doing. So, the working joint in this movement is the elbow, all right? If there is instability in the shoulder, above it, and the wrist, below it, whether that's extension, flexion, or rotation, and the same in the shoulders, essentially extension or flexion or rotation, okay, like so. It creates instability through the elbow joint, and that's gonna, one, cause a whole mishmash of movement through the elbow joint, which, worst case scenario, can lead to tendon strains and that sort of thing. That's the very worst situation, but perhaps more significantly in day-to-day activity, it's gonna divert tension away from specific heads of the triceps, or might even divert it into different parts of the upper arm, including the shoulders. So we wanna create stability in the wrist and the shoulders, and this means we wanna be fixed in the shoulder, we wanna be fixed in the wrist. So if we're going from here into protraction of the scapula, or we're starting here with shoulders pinched, and then we are internally rotating as we come down to achieve the lockout, we create instability in the shoulder, and the connection we're going to get in the triceps is going to be compromised. Okay, so think about, just have it in your mind. Think about the adjacent joints and what they're doing when you're trying to isolate a specific muscle group. All right, and the same applies for the wrists. Okay. Cool. All right. So the next move, the final move on session 5